guys, it's Ian from RTO. Welcome to Friday morning. No change from yesterday, but not raining. That's the only difference, is it's dry. So today is always live album ranking day, and we've got a very short one today. And we're going to do the 2 live albums of Tina Turner as a solo artist. Yes, she did some with Ike, but there's quite a few, so I've got to sit through them. I haven't had. It's a little bit of a work in progress, is Ike and Tina Turner. So, Tina Turner, born Anna May Bullock, 26th of November 1939, and sadly passed away in May of 2023. Queen of rock and roll, and I was lucky enough to see her on the Private Dancer Tour in 1984. And what a fine show that was. So, as I said, 2 really good live albums. There's not much between these. I do like them very much. I do play them quite a lot. So, coming in at number 2 is her first live album that she recorded. She did in 1988, and it was for the European tour of that period. So you got Tina on the vocals, and the band were Jamie Ralston on guitars, Laurie Weisfield on guitars, Bob Fate on bass, Jack Bruno on the drums, Stevie Scales percussion, John Miles keyboards and vocals, Ollie Marland on the keyboards. We had Derek Dyer on saxophone. Jamie West Oram did some guitar as well. Don Snow was on some keyboards along with Tim Capello, Alan Clark and Kenny Moore. Gary Barnacle on saxophone. So, this was for, I think, the Break Every Rule tour, because the first 2 tracks are off Break Every Rule. What you see is what you get is what you see, which is a brilliant track, and it does sound great opening track for a concert, I think. This is me. This is what you get. Then she does the title track, Break Every Rule. Now, it's a lot better live, this track. I think it's got a little bit more oomph. Now, here's one song that I've actually seen her sing. It's an Ann Peebles song, but she did on the Private Dancer album, I Can't Stand the Rain. Great track, and I love Tina's version of that song. Then we have some more songs from the Break Every Rule. 2 People, very good song, very good live. Girls, brilliant little song. Typical Male, and Back Where You Started, really strong tracks. Then we have a track that was written by Nicky Chin and Mike Chapman and Holly Knight from the Private Dancer, Better Be Good to Me. Love that track, and it's much better live. It's got more atmosphere. Then she does a cover of Robert Palmer's Addictive to Love, and it's done in the most distinguished voice of Tina, and she does her little turn on it. Great version of it. Then, of course, we get Private Dancer, written, of course, by Dire Straits' Mark Knopfler. Great track. Then we have the song from Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, We Don't Need Another Hero, which is a brilliant song. Love that song. Got it on 12-inch single. Then we have from Private Dancer a couple of tracks from that album. Now, What's Love Got to Do with It? Brilliant. It's even better live. I love that track. Then there's the cover of Al Green's Let's Stay Together. Absolutely amazing track. Tina sings that so well. Staying with the Private Dancer album, we're going to do a little bit of Show Me Some Respect. Then we have Land of a Thousand Dances, which is a Chris Kenner song. Absolutely brilliant version of that. A little bit of Wilson Pickett's In the Midnight Hour. Then we have Robert Craig come on, and he does a great song written by Eddie Floyd. It's featured in Blues Brothers 2000, and it's 6, 3, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, my number. I love that track. It was recorded by Wilson Pickett, of course. Then we have a bit of Sam Cooke, still Robert Cray on there. A Change Is Gonna Come, great song, and Tina and Robert does a great solo on that on his guitar. Then we have some classics. River Deep, Mountain High, written by Phil Spector. Great track, still sings it with all gusto. Then there's the track that she's done with, that Eric Clapton had her on the August album, Tearing Us Apart. Brilliant version. Now the one track I don't like is her version of Proud Mary. I like how it starts. I don't like the jazzy up thing. That's from the Born on the Bayou. Then we have from Private Dancer her interpretation of Help. I love it as this soulful song. Wonderful song. Her version is. Then Tonight with David Bowie, the Iggy Pop, Lust for Life. Then she does Let's Dance, Break Every Rule. It's Only Love, Bryan Adams. That she was on Bryan Adams' album. I've seen them do that together. Yeah, because Bryan supported Tina. What a show. Bryan Adams and Tina Turner. Fantastic. Then we have a little bit of Nutbush City Limits. You can't go wrong there. And then to end the show, we started with a track from Break Every Rule and we end it. Paradise Is Here. This is a cracking album. You know, you get David Bowie, Bryan Adams, and Eric Clapton. All appear on this, doing their tracks. It's just a fun, fantastic live album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8.8. But my favourite one is the second and final one that she put out officially. There are others out there. And it's Tina Live. It's recorded during her 50th anniversary tour. It was released in 2009, and this was recorded in Netherlands on March 21st, 2009. So many people play on that bit. So it opens up with a great track from Foreign Affair, Steamy Windows. Oh, it's brilliant live. Love that track. Then we have a little bit of River Deep, Mountain High. You can't go wrong with that one, can you? Then we get, from Break Every Rule again, What You Get Is What You See. Stunning track. This version's so good. But Private Dancer, we have 3 great tracks from that. Better Be Good to Me, again the Nicky Chin composition. What's Love Got to Do with It? And Private Dancer. Going to probably the best live version of We Don't Need Another Hero, Thunderdome. Let's Stay Together, another great version of that. Then we have a little bit of a rock and roll thing. We have a couple of Stones tracks. We have Jumpin' Jack Flash, a little bit of that, and a bit of It's Only Rock and Roll. Then we have GoldenEye. Wow, what a version of that. GoldenEye. Brilliant. Written by Bono and the Edge. Then she does another great version of Robert Palmer's Addicted to Love. Then another Nick Chapman and Holly Knight song, The Best. Now, it was a single by Bonnie Tyler, but yeah, not a fan of Bonnie's version, but I do like Tina's. It's far better. Then Proud Mary. Still don't like it in Bayou Country. And this one ends up with Nutbush City Limits. What I like about this, it's got all the big hits on it for 50, and she throws a few good covers in it. What you can say is that she's a great all-round performer, and she was, I mean, I've got fond memories of that gig. I saw her, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 9 out of 10. So there we go. There are the two solo Tina albums, which are live albums, which are fantastic. The sound's good, the production's good. You know that you can't beat these two. It's very. If I could have had my way, they'd have all been, but equal number one. But you can't do that. Anyway, coming up next is a brand new album, and it's the first album in many a moon from British rock band The Choir Boys and Wardour Street. We'll be doing that soon. So bye for now.